right this time. Wabi, how you doing, Wabi?
Hi.
That's the drummer. In the middle is Paul Alexander,
What's up?
the beautiful one. And then there's, don't tell me what to do, Christy Lee.
Yeah, I'm the freak.
Oh my god.
No, you're not.
No.
The bassist is.
She's just the
Oh,
rebel.
yeah.
Where the
Track.
fuck that guy
You know, he's
Right.
pretty straight and narrow. You
Yeah,
know?
right?
There's no playing around with track.
Brian Moore says, I hear a little Iron Maiden.
Oh yeah.
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 What's up, Brian?
I love Iron Maiden.
We
Is it
just
weird-
saw Iron Maiden in concert.
Yeah.
Did you?
They were here at
Awesome.
Sunrise, Florida.
Legacy of the Beast tour.
At the BB&T.
Yep.
It was
Was it great?
amazing.
Oh my god, it was amazing.
It was. It's
Yeah,
always.
it's always
is.
amazing. They always put on an amazing
They went
show.
all out. They had fireworks. They had fire. They had
Big Spitfire
a huge
plane out that
plane
comes
for
out,
Aces
yeah.
High.
Really?
Yeah.
cool.
Then they had their
Oh, yeah.
giant Eddie. And then they had Eddie with horns.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was
That's always-
amazing.
it's
So
always
they
an
finally
awesome
figured out
show.
how to put on a show? That's
Dude.
fucking awesome.
It was amazing.
show, yeah.
It was awesome. And I made eye contact.
She did.
I made eye contact with
We were in the
Janik
first row, so
and Bruce
it's easy.
and Steve. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
What did it look like?
yeah, like that.
No,
looked
it
just
was like time stood still.
she actually came this close to getting Janik's,
Yeah.
wristband.
Yeah,
so
it's
he
true, 'cause
just
they
threw it
throw
out,
it off
and
at the end of the
she got real
show.
close to getting
Well,
it.
why didn't you get it?
Well,
Because the guy next to us wanted it more than she did. So I think he had like a man crush on Janik.
So there was a dude
Yes.
that probably saw her going for it
Yeah.
and manned up on it.
Yeah, he all went,
You
You
know-
realize it's not beads at a fucking parade, right?
No, I think he was going to show his tits, actually. So, yeah.
yeah. And I think his were bigger than mine, so I just let him go.
Well, there's a tough task.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's fine.
You started this shit.
Yeah, that's right.
It's fine. I can take it.
So we're... Whoa.
I can dish
It's not
it.
that kind of show. His mom's listening.
I didn't mean that.
She can take it too.
Just that
Yes, you
small.
can.
So speaking of moms, and any of your family members into music?
Yeah. My son, actually, he used to play bass. He doesn't play anymore. He's into acting now, I think. So.
Oh, really? How
And
old
that's
is-
it. That's
how old
it.
is your
That's all I
son?
have. He's 22 now. So yeah.
He's into acting, really?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously around here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how long have you been doing that?
Oh no, not very long. He was an extra in some WB episodes. He had to go to Atlanta for a shoot and stuff like that.
So is he working his way through it as a waitress?
I mean, he wouldn't
Yeah,
be a
actually.
waitress, but,
Hostess.
you know. But yeah, actually,
male
I think he is a
version of that.
waiter. Actually,
Oh, waiter, right?
Yeah.
what are we allowed to say now,
Don't assume
Robbie?
it's gender.
There was this whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
What
What's
are we
the-
allowed to say? We're not allowed to
Yeah,
say
it's-
waiter or waitress or
Or
anything.
stewardess or
We have to say like person that brings out
Fucker
food.
brings
Yeah,
the food,
right.
right?
Yeah, the fucker that
Like-
brings the food is more
like-
appropriate. The fucker that brings the food is more appropriate these
Yeah,
days.
right.
I don't care what we call him. Just bring my food.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Hey
get my
you.
shit.
Hey you.
Right?
So
We got questions in there. Do you have that?
Fruit processing.
having the gamut in front of me, like we'll start with you. What type of music did you like love when you were younger? I say younger, teens, when music mattered. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
When I was in my teens,
Yeah.
I am a huge Iron Maiden fan.
So okay, so
Huge
this is
Iron
part of
Maiden
you.
fan.
That's
Like,
awesome.
So they are my favorite band of all time. And
Have you seen them before?
Yeah, this is my third time, and I'll never miss an Iron Maiden show in my area
That's
again
awesome.
because I had an experience where I had to miss one when I was in school and I had an exam and I couldn't, and so I was like, when I'm done with school, I will never miss an Iron Maiden show,
And you meant it.
and I meant
And
it,
you haven't.
and I haven't.
That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'm never missing another Jetter show.
Woo!
that's awesome.
right.
That's a lie.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Hold me to that shit.
Oh, we're going to.
Oh yeah,
So, Paul, how about you?
So my favorite bands were definitely Iron Maiden. I have to say it was always a big one for me. Van Halen, always big for me. Metallica. God, there's so many. I mean,
Yeah.
just
I
there's
get.
so
I mean,
many.
Really
I
is
get that,
true.
but
You know what I mean? So,
Which
but,
Van Halen?
definitely David Lee Roth. Definitely has to be David Lee Roth.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was close to getting kicked out.
it wasn't close. He wouldn't have said anything.
Should've got him out of the band.
Definitely David.
And Beatles? No.
That was later.
Elvis Costello.
I just started with the Village People, and then
You told us not to go there.
I almost spit all over this room. I just took a drink of water and then I was like, don't do that.
Dude, you better act out macho right now.
He seriously wanted us to cover YMCA. I'm just saying. So
Oh my
I just
god.
wanted to do this shit on the stage.
I was like, "You're the drummer. Why do you care?"
They can't see me.
No, I mean, obviously the classics, Led Zeppelin,
Yeah,
AC/DC, Van Halen, David Lee Roth.
And that's the thing is, like, your
Ted
era,
Nugent,
that's when the plethora started to evolve. Like, you know what I mean? That was right after that, after the 80s and all that, where things just went.
Right.
But back then was when there was still a dynamic in music. You know what I mean? You had your blues, you had your blues metal, you had your metal. You know what I mean? Like in disco.
Right.
I know. I can see you. I can see that motherfucker dancing disco right now.
Yeah, I get
I
my
can't.
Saturday Night Fever.
But I mean, of all that, like if you could have one, I'm going to call it an album. One album from that era, what would it be?
Oh, man. I would say Back in Black.
It's not terrible.
I mean, because I think that when that album came out, I remember when it came out. And
I've heard it.
yeah, I mean, it was just like it changed me, as to get more into music,
Right.
So
And so, do you guys have influences? Like, did someone you heard go? You went, I want to play guitar, or do you just want to play guitar?
Yeah, I think I just wanted to play guitar. Like my sister Bobby was, really big into hard rock back then, and her boyfriend Philip at the time played guitar. And I think the first time I seen him pick up the guitar and actually heard him play the guitar, I was like, I that's what I want to do. I want to do that. And I actually, I tell people all the time, like I actually bought my first real 6-string at a 5 and dime.
right.
So
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's actually
Yeah.
true. So I had to sweep the outside floor. It had 3 strings on it, and the guy wouldn't buy the other strings, and I swept his floor for a couple of weeks for the guitar, so I could have it. So
That's how you do it, though.
Yeah, that's how-
If
yeah.
you mean it, that's how it's done,
That's how-
right? If
yeah,
your parents bought
that's
you a
it.
guitar, you suck.
yeah, right. I hear you.
She didn't buy you a guitar, did she?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. But drums.
How about you? I mean, like vocals. You just started singing, right?
I mean, so I've always loved music ever since I was little. And when I was really little, like, pre-teen, 8, I remember
perfect.
Celine Dion and Selena and all that, like girly music that you listen to when you're an 8-year-old girl. And I remember loving their voices, just thinking like they sound like angels.
Right.
And I just thought, I want to sound like an angel. I want to sing.
And that never happened.
And it never happened. and then thankfully I found rock and roll, and I was like, hell yeah, I can do this.
I can scream.
But I think it's great because there's more and more bands that are implementing female vocals.
Yeah, I agree
And
with that, yeah,
the
for
female
sure.
vocals, I think it's because they are friends with guys. Their vocals are getting graspier and you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's awesome.
Right.
There's some depth to it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have your Amberleys, who's got, like you said, soulful. You know what I
Right.
mean? That bluesy and then the next step. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then it's fucking awesome. It really is. Like Red
Yeah,
Callings
I love
are
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
I
all
love it.
different dynamics to it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, none of them really
yeah.
sound the same.
It's
Is
fun.
what's great.
It's
I mean, like Hailstorm, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
That chick, like, first time we saw her, she was like 15 or something. Like, at Livestock, there's a show that used to be around here, weekend show called Livestock. Local bands with a few headliners that were national, you know what I mean? But first time I ever saw Hailstorm, she was like 15, and her voice was like, holy shit, that's
Right,
fucking
isn't that amazing?
awesome, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you're familiar with her, obviously, right?
Right.
And the older she got, like, just the development was awesome.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
And they should be bigger than they are. Like, you know who they are. Not fans, though.
Right. Not,
Yeah.
not much.
But not even her voice.
I mean,
Not the music.
I just,
Be honest, she's not listening. I'm gonna
Yes, she is. I asked her to
text
call
her
in.
later.
Yeah, I'm going to text you later.
no, I mean,
Yeah.
it's true. I tend to listen to guy vocalists, I don't know.
I think it's neat because we'll do when we do cover songs, we don't do them that often, but we'll do Iron Maiden, we'll do Metallica, and I think when the people in the audience hear her belting out Metallica, they're going, she actually pulled it off. I
Right.
can't believe she did that, and who's this girl thinks she is up here singing Bruce Dickinson, but oh my God, she
They
did
forget
it,
that.
yeah, it's really cool.
It's so much fun. It's like I get to like channel my inner like Bruce Dickinson and just like be it. you know? Or like for Metallica, we'll do like Wherever I May Roam, like everyone does Wherever I May Roam, you know? And then but when I sing it, it's like, yes, that's right. Like the song is me. I'm
Right.
the song. like, it's just complete. You know,
You
it's
really
just
get to
like-
see the blackness of her soul just come.
yeah, just comes right out.
Vocalists that are still developing. Tyler Lewis from Murder the Crows in chat. What's up, Tyler?
What's up?
Listen, if you could help him learn how to sing, that'd be phenomenal.
Just sing in the
He's
shower,
joking,
man.
Tyler.
Just sing in the shower, man. He does. I've been watching. It sucks.
You're watching.
You're watching him sing in the shower.
That's interesting.
Listen,
We'll talk
Pelican,
I'm
about
not
that later.
judging. That's
He
also
just found that out himself.
Just
Just
now.
right now.
It's probably like,
That's awesome.
But I mean,
Hey, your phone's ringing.
vibrating. Shut up.
but I mean, but that right there is what makes greatness. Like that passion. You were passionate just telling me the answer to that question. You know what I mean? So that you feel on stage when that's happening,
I love
that's
that.
what makes you great.
I love that feeling.
And that's the thing is like guitarists or whatever. Like I try to tell people, they're like, he doesn't move around much. Well, the fucking guitar is a part of him right now. Like if you watch him, you can feel what the fuck he's doing right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You don't have to move around if that guitar just melted into your ribs and you're playing it.
I use cordless for a reason, though. I'm all over that
he
stage.
is. He's all over the stage.
I'm all over the stage. I'll go down and
He's
play in the
always
crowd.
that way.
It's not that
I'm
you
just
can't be
kidding.
great and do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
True.
you cannot do that and
Yeah.
still be effective. is
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. You know what I mean?
Channel your emotion through the instrument. So
If you like music.
See, I feel like, I mean, I guess I'm going to disagree. Is what I'm going to say. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to.
You're not allowed to do that.
because I feel
It's
like.
not on the banner, but it's my
Because I feel
show.
like I'm sorry. I know it's a sin. I realize that, but I'm a sinner. I'm just gonna
No,
do it.
thank you.
But because when I'm on stage, I have to show it through more than my singing. I have to show it through my body. I have to show it through my action.
Yeah, she does.
When I'm in the studio, I have to only do it through my voice, and that's the challenge. The challenge is your gestures don't matter. Make your voice show it.
Right.
And when you're on stage, it's hey, you need to show it with your hands. You need to show it with your body. You need to keep the rhythm. You need to keep the crowd. So they're different talents.
I'm
you
going
know?
to agree.
Yeah.
Just because I'm scared of you.
So you could be part of our band because you already have down like half of the dynamics.
Don't tell her what to do. Yeah. But no, I mean, yeah. So I think maybe I wasn't very clear. Like, I do agree with you. Like, some people, that's what drives them. I mean, that is their energy. That
Right.
is what comes across to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
But Eric Clapton didn't have to run around the fucking stage for you to feel what he was doing.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's just, it's two different things. Like
That's
you're
fair.
saying. I mean, and that
There's
was your
different
ending
types
point
of-
to that was it's two different types of things.
Right,
Yeah.
But that's what makes music phenomenal.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
The
keep saying
variety.
There's
phenomenal
that
in case
word.
Tony's listening.
I am
Tony
hashtagging
Madden,
that
fucking
now.
that cocksucker.
That's his
I
word.
get stuck on words, so I use them all the time, and then people start calling me out on Facebook, and I'm like, all right, now I'm using it.
And they're like, I don't think that means what you think it means.
right, exactly. It's a whole different type of country.
I meant sucks. Oh.
We're not English. You're more than a cover band. Kudos, Wayne says. John C. Stevenson says, hey, guys. John C.
What's up,
So-
John?
John is a terrible person.
He sounds like one of our fans.
I mean, you guys know who John is?
Yeah.
Tell people who John is.
So he is a promoter. Yeah.
Well said. That was
We had a
reigning
few words.
fucking
Well, I wanted to come
Oh,
right to the
is he
point.
the one that set up the one with the other
With Blue
band
Note.
where there was like flying?
Flying water bottles.
Water bottles, yes.
That was him. He's the
Okay.
one that he works at the Blue Note quite a bit and all that. And
I'm not blaming you, John. I was just
he listen.
I'm
I've gotten
listening.
into it with promoters on.
Hey, don't
on-
tell me what to do.
on- I was talking to them, but thanks for interrupting. No, I'm glad he thinks he's a part of this fucking show. So,
I'm sitting right here. Go ahead.
can you
See
control?
what I have to deal with?
She actually can. So
But I mean, so seriously, like we all know local bands, promoters, blah, right? I mean, they're full of themselves. Number one, they are basically event organizers. Number two, for the most part, I'm not. It's not a blanket statement. There's a rip in the blanket here and there. You know what I mean? This guy is doing the best he can. With like, he's one of the most genuine ones I've met out there that stays true to what he's saying and is actually trying. Like, he went to a venue. They asked him to come in. It didn't work out. He said, this isn't going to work for me. I don't want to bring people to you. That's what, like, I respect that.
me too. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, right now he's not filling venues, but if he keeps on that path, he could.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying with what we're trying to do, we need people like that. Because I'm not a promoter. I'm a connector. Like I just try to get people together because I have the time to go meet them.